Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to Mind Vision Radio, podcast, YouTube, whatever you want to call it. We here, and I will say that I like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. We in for a good one today. We want to talk about reopening and let's talk about the record number of the unemployment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I like to say that I love being in front of this microphone, speaking on liberation, because we can do what we want to do if we set our minds to it. Like I say, this is going to be a mental warfare. We out here with it. I've been saying for quite some time that 2020 is gonna have something to do with how mentally stable, able, and capable that you gonna have to be aware of in 2020. We see it. We see it. So, let's get into this show. Let's talk about the reopening of the government right now. Or should I say the restaurants, the tattoo parlors, the beauty shops, and the restaurants, and whatever you have, the beaches, whatever suits the public. Excuse me. So let's get into it, cause something ain't adding up to me, and I want to talk about it. And the thing is this: that we're gonna be reopened as case numbers continue to rise on a day-to-day basis. Some of that ain't making sense. And since I live here in the South, and Atlanta is one of the, epic centers of the South since the Olympics. So, therefore, we looking at a large number of African American melanated beings being in Atlanta. And since the last time I checked, in any situation, that now we are more likely to die from something that they created. I'm just trying to make some sense out of this here now, right? Because they don't know anything about it and they had no clue on how, how all of this come about. And now they're going to tell us how to deal with it. They got all these different, statistics, mitigation, all of the quote unquote scientists, top scientists saying this and saying that based upon who and what and the agenda is. Let's keep in mind, people, once again, this is a mental warfare, okay? Now, once again, they're using mind control. Let me take me a sip. Mind control. But it's a lot of people that's out here waking up to this situation and become more in tune with the God that's inside of themselves. That every individual that's walking the face of this planet, if you was born, you tap into something that's inside of yourself that's greater than depending on how tall you is, your weight, any of that nature. Something that's inside of you that's bigger than that. You tap inside of that. I don't care if you can dunk a basketball. You 6'7", or you can run, 1,000 yards a year football. I don't care about that. That's a great achievement. At some point, you tapped inside the God that was inside yourself. But like I said before, this is on a mental level. The physical is over with. They want to show you now. Show you in many different ways, in different phases. Because most people ain't even reading into anything. They ain't reading between the lines. It's there. It's there. That's why we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. And give me 1 sec. Drops up. Alright, let's get back to the show. So, power of the mind. That's where we at with it. Live and uncut. And see, the thing about the whole reopening situation is this. You mean to tell me that they done got 2 hospital ships, one outside the Los Angeles, the other one outside of New York City? Come on, man. They building all these hospitals, pop-up hospitals all over the country, and nobody's been in them. I mean, let's keep it real. I mean, what we looking at? What's happening? What's really going on? So they got all these hospitals, hospital equipment stocked up. I mean, what they preparing for that the people ain't? Tell me something. Let's talk about it. Because this whole reopening thing ain't sitting well with me. Because I got to think. How in the world that we'll reopen and the case numbers continue to rise? Somebody help me answer that question, Help me answer that. Because when it's all said and done, it's this right here. We got to get to a point where we got to start asking some for accountability on not only the people we see on a day-to-day, but some accountability on the person that's in the mirror too. What you gonna do? I ain't doing this for no views. I've been put here for a reason. I'ma lead this thing, right? Everybody's got a say in this here. You got to break away from the foolishness to see what really works for you, cause this feels so good right now. It feels so good. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Much love. Give thumbs up. Subscribe if the content sits well with your higher self. Leave comments. Anything that is set where we at right now. Reopening. Are they serious now? We got some things we got to figure out, people, at some point. My people, we got to figure some things out. We here now with it. We gonna talk about it. Cause I only hope, aspirations, and prayers goes to those who know that it's something greater than anything that you see. And if you tap into it, you can see everything that you're supposed to see. Gas prices going down, my people. Nobody going nowhere though, man. I mean, gas prices going down. We gonna talk about that. And let's talk about the record number of unemployment. Oh my God. Let's be for real about this here, man. It's two things that you must know. The times that we living in right now, it ain't all what it seemed to be when you look at it with your two physical eyes. If you sit back and you go deep within, the answers that you been waiting for, asking for, the questions that you've been asking, you the answer and the question. You just got to tap into it. Tap into it. Like I say, I love this right here. I love this. I love it. I love it because the simple fact is I can express myself amongst millions. Some gonna feel it. Some may not. Some may agree or disagree. Hey, I'm just out here tapping inside of something that's bigger than me. Mind Vision, radio. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get back with some more content. Keep coming more and more every day, every week, informing our people that you can change some things if you change your mindset. All you gotta do is just get out yourself way